Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. So this is my first game in 1.5, or my first test of it. Apparently the coalitions are back with a vengeance, apparently. And there's some, updates to the UI. You can easily see what has generals right now. And you can also see how good, said generals are, which is, it's a fairly good thing, really. It helps a lot. Also, you can see what the regiments are actually built up of, with nice little icons. I'm a little bit unsure what else they actually added in here. I believe they have increased the limit now, the vassalization limit, if I'm not completely mistaken, to, there it is. I've already vassalized these guys, haven't I? I have. But I believe they have increased the vassalization limits to 40. I have no idea if they made an increase to, how should I put this? I have no idea if they made an increase to the regular, or warfare vassalization per se. But I'm also a little bit out of it on where we left off. But I'll hopefully figure that out in just a couple of seconds. Vassal Trier, Vassalize Augsburg, Salzburg. Yeah. So what I'm probably going to do is now try and focus on annexing Tuscany and Austria. I'm probably going to, as I said, cancel vassalization of Trier, Salzburg. No, Trier. Yeah, Trier and Augsburg. I'll probably try and annex Salzburg here, since we do have good relations with them. Or I might just force them to hand over Austria's provinces. Break the vassalization and hand over Austria's provinces. And that might also be an idea. But I'm a little bit unsure right now. Truce-wise, we have truces with a lot of people. We don't have any truces with the Netherlands, so I presume they are my next target. But I have a Regency Council for 5 more years. So I guess that means that what I'm going to do here is build up my devastated navy. And we're also going to, set up our troops to their usual... setups. So, I'll get that done, and once we get anything slightly interesting going, I'll get back to you. We'll see how it plays out. This is also a UI, or change that come out. You can actually tell the diplomat to stay, or we're going to do something else. We're going to recall them, and we're actually going to, I think, try and, get better relations with everyone else of our, vassalization trio, so to speak. It's going to be helpful at least to have improved relations with them, of course, and we are going to do just that. We're going to keep on a reserve. I'm currently rebuilding my fleet here. As you can see, it's going slowly, but it's happening. Rebuilding the transport fleet with totally new ships, and we're also going to build some new frigates and the like, because it really is necessary to get everything up and running again. We have a lot of new armies, as you can see. We now have, I believe, 240,000 men standing army. 220,000. Might upgrade it to 240,000. But we actually have a bigger army than Russia at this moment, and they do have an horrendous amount of land. But for now, we'll just wait for the said, how should I put this, the Regency Council to end, and then we'll go off the Netherlands and everyone else again. We'll have him maintain, and we'll have that guy maintain as well, until we actually need them. I'll send this guy to, let's see here, where do we actually have diplomats? We're going to send him to Sevilla, I think. Or trade. What the hell do I call them? Diplomats? No, where do we have trade people? So we are going to, as I said, continue trying to pick at Europe. It's going to be a little bit annoying, it's going to take a little while, but I don't see it's going to be too much of a problem here. Are you guys actually vassals of mine? Ally with me, but aren't actually my vassals, so how? Why can't I actually offer them vassalization? Can I no longer offer them vassalization? They aren't actually a vassal of mine, but what the hell have they done here? Alliance? Oh, they've simply moved it, so that's great. That's fair enough. Hilarious enough, they didn't actually want Charlet because it wasn't a rather religion. But yeah, I believe I can actually check it now. If Ottoman base tanks. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they will actually be able to vassalize up to 40 now base tax. I can give them a little bit more land, and that is of course great. So hopefully we can do that. We'll see how it plays out. But for now, we'll just keep on relying on relations and see if we can screw over, the empire here. We'll see how it actually turns out. Military has been upgraded to level 23 here. with that we get light cavalry, military attacks by 0.5. We also get maneuver value increased by 50%. Cavalry shock by a whole point. Can now use cohorn mortar, Grenzer infantry, Caroline infantry, and also line infantry. So we basically can do a pretty good update or upgrade, depending on how you really want to look at it, on our entire army. I think we're going to stick with the global trade power guy here. And let's see, what else do we want to do? Probably build up a little bit more when it comes to navy compared to, well, relative size of both of them. But as we're saying, we are going to, I think, just save up for next level admin tech and see if we can get to that 7th idea group, which is probably going to be an extra diplomat again. But we'll have to see here. Might actually go for aristocratic ideas now, since we do have the next level military tech. So I'm just going to get to the end of the month. Next month, that is, because I once again mistimed. And we're going to then upgrade our units. So we'll still have to wait a while before we end up or finish our Regency Council here. Another thing apparently they made here, if you don't like it or won't take a decision, you can actually just tell them to not pop up here, and that is great. That's actually pretty good. As you can see, there's a lot of things that I really haven't taken, but I haven't actually, to be honest, I don't see a need for actually trying to take any of these. I might try later on. I need natural scientists to be able to pull this, for example, but 5% technology production efficiency for 2% technology cost, well, let's face it, it doesn't really help. This, however, would be probably good, so I might actually look to towards trying to get myself one trading port over here, and potentially the Maldives, which Russia apparently have taken. Could be a choice, but we'll have to see here if we actually decide to do anything. Kind of weird, though, that Russia has taken the Maldives here, but they also have actually colonized, well, at least starting to colonize the area here, which is probably due to the fact that I killed someone off. So that's a little bit interesting. Italy's definitely going to be the boss of the Americas, but can't say I care too much about that. So, still waiting for the Regency Council to end, and hopefully I'll find some more nifty things they've added while I do so. So, we have a new Sultan, Mehmed I, 310. Horrible by anyone's stretch, and we have a pretty good heir, so he's 0 though. But still, we're going to use Mr. Smartass here in battle as a general. They'll most likely die a horrible death early on, but that's fine. Also good to move 60,000 troops into the Netherlands right about now. And with that means that we will declare war on Netherlands. The only real question that I'm currently asking myself is, do I want to attack France first? So ally with Bavaria. I'll be able to drag in most likely the Palatinate as well. Vassalize another Elector. Problem, of course, is that the truce isn't running out just yet. I also have a truce with... I don't actually have a truce with Bavaria. So potentially the best thing here actually is to go ahead and declare... I actually thought the truce was gone, but... who knew? So what we're going to do is go for Holy War, I think. Alsace and Hainaut, we're going to get Bavaria on our next as well, but Bavaria is actually losing another war, so I don't think that would be too much of a problem. France is truce, Alsace, Naples is going to be a little bit of annoying, Flanders is going to be great. I probably have a truce with Flanders though, I do. So... do we want to wait or do we want to go for it? I think we just go for it here, right here and now. And cause a little bit of trouble. We'll declare war in Netherlands with the Holy War Casus Belli. We actually do have the connection through Berg. So it's perfectly valid to do so. Let's go for giving Austria some more provinces back. And let's see if we can find the Netherlands army and kill it quickly. Hopefully I won't actually run into their fleet here. That could actually be very rough experience. So we'll see how this goes, but it should be a very simple war, I think. Doesn't actually seem like anyone is actually planning to join them either, which is to some extent a hilarious little thing here. But there's a battle here, and I think we're going to actually slaughter the enemies. Yeah, I believe they are behind, yeah, on military aspect of things. No, they're actually ahead, which is kind of weird then that they lost so substantially. But this should actually destroy their army, because morale doesn't have any. And I'm the one who lost the most, I'm almost the one who lost the most troops there too, just to make matters a little bit, well, weirder, so to speak. Did the army get destroyed there? Seems like it. So let's just put sieges up everywhere. Bavaria didn't join in. was too weak. Cuba is apparently an ally of these guys, which is also a interesting fact. 8,000 men in Hainaut. We're going to move the biggest army, I think, to... Where is it? There we go. We're going to move it to Berg, and we're going to use everything else here for, well, sieging purposes. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to just siege everything and get the peace we want here. We'll see how it goes. With the troops we have with Flanders going to, it's actually very tempting to declare war on them. Bavaria didn't join in the war that we start now, and they probably won't, well, join in this one either. We have a ton of troops in the area, 80 versus 23. Alsace, not really that much of a threat per se. I don't think they have anything that I want. Or do they? I could force them to release Lorraine, that could work, and also actually force them to give this back to Trier, which might actually make them like me a little bit more. Anything else? Yeah, if I can get Gelre into a war, that would also be great. So are these guys actually allied with them? No, but I'm pretty sure Milan will become war leader. Milan is allied with just Flanders. So I guess we have a choice here. We're going to destroy Flanders once and for all. They have a Austrian core here, so it makes no sense not to take it while we have the opportunity. I might actually take Hainaut too, just to have that connection to Cambrai here, but I'm a little bit unsure what I'll actually do in that regard, so to speak. We are going to, however, I think, try and get a military access here with Münster, just to destroy that army before it actually causes trouble, and then we'll declare war on Flanders here, hopefully before the truces run out. Yeah, we'll be able to declare before the truces run out. So, let's destroy this smaller army, and then we're going after Flanders. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll see how it goes. A little bit surprising here, Bavaria actually joined in with Flanders, but they are so far the only ones who have joined in. I'm a little bit unsure if these guys will actually but if Gelre joins, that would actually be fairly good. Doesn't look like anyone actually wants to join Bavaria in their escapades here. So I think we are just going to march on Bavaria then. Of course, we are going to weaken them considerably now that we do have the opportunity to do so. They do have some forces, but as I said, don't really think this is going to be a challenge at all. Should be a fairly easy slaughter. We'll see how it ends up. The Bavarian army has actually been found here. It's coming in from, I don't know what to say, north. It shouldn't be too much of a problem though, because, well, as you might see, we do have troops nearby, although I'm very slow at sending them. I'll probably actually lose this army, it looks like, by the judging. No, there we go, turning around, not surprisingly, I might add. And these are actually 4 armies, so we're going to do the simple thing and just join them all together. And we're going to go ahead and destroy the Bavarian army once and for all. Where the hell are you going? You must be going up to Wienenberg. Wouldn't actually make sense if it was going anywhere else, since it's the only free Bavarian province. And with this, the Bavarian army are thoroughly destroyed. 5, I believe I need. And we're going to march these guys back home. One there, one in Nuremberg, one in Ansbach, one in Ulm, and one in Memmingen. So we're going to just allow the sieges to finish here on their own, and then we're going to split our troops up again. We have basically won both of these wars without, or with minimal effort. Just have to wait now. Military development. Mehmed I undertaken a set of measures to reform the military system of our country. The tactical innovations include shallower and broader formation. Shallower and broader. To maximize firepower, cross-training between the army branches and light, highly mobile field artillery. The new tactical doctrine is based on firepower and mobility, eschewing heavy artillery and slow-moving tertios. So I can either invest in high-quality troops, with 25 army tradition, that is huge, but we are in no need for such a reform. 158k manpower, this is a hilarious event. And I think what we're just going to do here really is maximize army tradition. We do have enough manpower, it doesn't really make much sense, it's already at its maximum. And we gain 6,500 men a month. So we're just going to maximize our army tradition here. And potentially get ourselves a new general. We'll have to see. But as I said, for now, sieges will remain. And once they're done, we'll, I think, make a favorable peace. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, I would assume. We'll see how it goes. As you know, I was considering taking something from Hainaut, but I think instead we're just going to make a reasonable peace. So we're going to take Breda instead of Zealand, although Zealand is worth more. The reason is that then I'll get a border or a path, no matter how you want to say it, I get a part to my provinces, which makes things fairly, well, easy, so to speak. I could try and take in... I can't really take anything else either, so we're going to go with this deal here. 400 ducats, 2 provinces, and having them give up the corn Köln. I probably shouldn't... No, we won't actually force them to give up the corn Köln. Just a waste of money. We'll rather force them to give up their deals with everyone else, or as many as we can. So this should be a fair deal here. We will not be taking any province from Hainaut, however. I was considering it, but opted for no. So this is the deal we'll make with the Netherlands. With that, Austria grows a little bit more, gets a little bit stronger, and that is of course great for us. And how much they love me right now, so I can actually go ahead and annex them should I desire, I believe. Yeah, it's actually an influence right now. Establish protectorate. That's an interesting one. But yeah, I might actually go ahead and annex Austria. They don't really serve any purpose anymore. But I'd like to annex Tuscany at the same time. Potentially try and annex actually the electors as well. I think it would actually be too much of a problem to actually just annex these guys. I have no idea if Bavaria would actually like new ones, or set down new ones, so to speak, but I doubt it. And I'm also very tempted to take Ansbach here, and also this one, because then I can just only one Saxony and the Palatinate, and thus the problems with that I have with those countries. Getting left a military coalition, which is kind of weird. I have a very small coalition against me here: Alsace, Milan, Bavaria. So it's not due to a new patch, but I believe a lot of people have been complaining about the fact that the new patch have led to a ton of, as far as I know, annoying coalitions. But kind of have to expect it, to be perfectly honest. It's fine tuning, but I'm perfectly sure that the current coalition mechanics aren't working as they want them to. But that's the war with Netherlands done. The first one, we're going to go for at least one more, trying to get the rest of the Austrian provinces before we annex them, of course. They have a core in Holland and Zealand, Limburg, and that's it, I guess. We are going to take Utrecht too, I think, or at least force them to release Utrecht in order to be able to take Holland itself. I should probably have done this, or done that, this well, part, so to speak, but that's perfectly fine. We'll continue next time, then we'll go after, I think, the last 2 remaining electors. We'll finish our war with Bavaria. We'll try to fight a second war with Bavaria. Austria has actually eaten themselves into the area here. Bohemia has completely fallen. As you can see, there's only... I was wondering why there was just 5 electors, but now I know. So we're definitely getting close to dismantling the Holy Roman Empire. We'll see how it goes next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, really. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.